Welcome back to our channel, friends. This is Sonia here from Growing Craft. Thank you so much for dropping in. Now, before we start this video, please do make sure that you subscribe to our channel and do not forget to hit the bell icon so that you do not miss out any of our updates. Also, do check our website www.growingcraft.com and let's get started. Okay, so today we are going to alter this MDF base and create something really beautiful. So I had actually planned that I'm going to make a platter out of this. So I am prepping up my base with a white color gesso. Now my gesso is really thin here, so I will have to apply good 2-3 coats. So I'm not going to wait for it to dry out completely. So I'm just going to run it on it back on back so that it takes up a decent gesso on my base. So today I will be using a decoupage napkin with a very dark base. So I have been asked a lot of time that when we are using a black color decoupage napkin, do we need to use a black color base for that? So as per my experience, absolutely no, because white color pops out your color so well, which you have heard me telling me on almost all my decoupage video, and this is something which I absolutely believe in. So here what I am going to do is I am going to apply my white gesso, then I am going to have my dark color decoupage napkin on the top of it. Now meanwhile off camera, of course, I dried out my base with my heat gun, and I literally feel like saying that instead of a heat gun, that's my super gun for my crafting. Now for this decoupage napkin, I am using a water brush technique. This is a very simple, very easy technique for anyone out of like in this world to try out this technique. This is super easy. Just dab your brush in the wet water, make a nice border around it and use it on your bases. Now here I am going to use this napkin. Now this has such a beautiful and so vibrant colors of the flowers, and this is one of my favorite napkins. And of course I have ordered few more napkins now, so very soon I will be sharing few more nice collection of our my new decoupage napkins with you all. Okay, so here I'm done with my tearing of my napkin design, so it's time to do some modeling work. Now this is going to be a decoupage plus mixed media project, because I really feel that these two different art forms blend in so well and they create something absolutely gorgeous with very limited supplies. So here I am using this stencil which you have seen me using on almost 6-7 projects, and I absolutely love this one. So here I am using my Montmartre modeling paste, and with my palette knife I am spreading it evenly on most of the areas. Now of course where I have my decoupage napkin, I am not going to do it on that area because my napkin is already so vibrant that it does not need anything extra beneath that. So here I am going to apply my modeling paste, and I'll just try to make sure that I try to maintain the design and do not ruin the design at all. And I was very happy that I could do that. I really hope that few of the brands, they come up with the bigger size stencils, because the artists like me, we don't do it on a very smaller project. So every time overlapping a stencil is a little task. So let's see if any of the brands are listening out there. Please do try to bring in some bigger size stencils with these kind of beautiful designs. Now here I am using my matte finish Mod Podge, and I am going to apply my decoupage napkin and stick it really well, and for this I will be using my flat paint brush. Now many of you must have seen artists using plastic sheets or some other mediums, but I either use paintbrush or I use my sponge dauber. So these are the two tools which I absolutely love. I have tried it with plastic, it works very well, but honestly I was not very happy with the plastic thing, so that's the only reason. But if you are comfortable with the plastic sheet for sticking your napkin, it's absolutely fine. So yes, definitely you can try that out. Now I have just applied my Mod Podge and I have sticked my decoupage napkin, and I'm using my super gun to dry this out. Now once I am happy with the drying process, then I am going to remove all the excessive papers from the side. Now this has a very good thing, either I use the sandpaper or I use my nail filer, which I absolutely love. But over the time I've realized that with the nail filers it is quite expensive, and sandpapers are like super cheap, and you can use it on your any of the bases just like that. So once I'm done with the trimming part, then I am going to move on to the next step, and my next step is to varnish this. Now this is something which I absolutely believe in, and I really don't know, maybe I'm too much in love with my varnishes. So I'm going to apply one coat of water based varnish on my decoupage napkin, and then we will move on to the next step. Ta-da! This is ready, and now it's time to move on to the color blending technique. Now initially I thought of using some of the lighter shades, but then I felt that adding a little more darker shade is going to highlight the designs a little more, the designs of the napkins. So here with my sponge dauber, I'm going to use my black, blue, orange and yellow colors. If you want, you can add on some other colors too. It depends on the design of the napkin, so it's completely your choice, and of course the design of the napkin should be complemented really well. So here you will see me that I have started with a black color, and then I'm adding my blue color, then yellow color, and then orange color, and it is giving such a nice blending effect on my project.
À deux doigts de nos lèvres, deux doigts si fins que j'ai presque pu le goûter, le bonheur à sculpter de son ciseau d'orfèvre, des souvenirs impossibles à effacer. Le bonheur est passé à deux doigts de nos lèvres, deux doigts si fins que j'ai presque pu le goûter, le bonheur à sculpter de son ciseau d'orfèvre, des souvenirs impossibles à effacer. Que j'ai presque pu le goûter. Passé à deux doigts de nos lèvres, deux doigts si fins que j'ai presque pu le goûter, le bonheur à sculpter de son ciseau d'orfèvre, des souvenirs impossibles à effacer. Le bonheur est passé à deux doigts de nos lèvres, deux doigts si fins que j'ai presque pu le goûter, le bonheur à sculpter.
Now after my color blending technique, it's time to merge them with a similar pattern. So here I have taken up a stencil, and I'm going to use my blue color acrylic paint, and I'm of course listing down all the supplies down in the description box, you can check that. And with my stencil brushes I'm going to blend this well. Now why I am doing this stencil work again? Now one thing is, like, I had to bring a monotony when it comes to my decoupage napkin and modeling work, blending work. So that's the reason I just felt that this is going to blend really well and create a very sober background. Now secondly, joining my stencils was a little task here. I had to struggle, but then I was able to do that. Now once I am done with this technique, I am also going to repeat this on my decoupage napkin. This really helps in bringing a monotony on your project. Now once this is done, it has to be dried out, and once this dries out, then we are going to highlight our texture work. Now for highlighting the texture work, this is one of the products which I absolutely swear by. Now these are the shimmer paints from Crafty Scrappers. I have been doing mixed media and decoupage art for almost 4-5 years now, but like every time I buy the supplies within a 6 months or a 1 year or a 2 years time, they have like they get some foul smell, the texture changes, and all those things happens. But I have been using these paints for quite long time and they work so beautifully. So I definitely vouch for these paints, and I have been using this particular product from Crafty Scarpers for quite a long time now, and they are still so much that I have been still using it. Now let me talk about how I am doing this technique. So as you have already seen, I am just dabbing the colors on my finger, taking out all the excessive on a piece of cloth and just highlighting it on my texture part. Later on I'll be doing on my decoupage napkin also, but right now it's important to highlight my texture work because with so much of colors and layers, it might just hide out. So highlighting them is really important. Now with my fingers I'm just dabbing it around the corners, and this looks beautiful and this looks great. Now whenever you are doing your metallic or your shimmer paints, you make sure that you do it a lot on your texture work because it gives a very nice popping out effect to them. Now once my shimmer paint is done, then it's time to dry this out, and once this dries out, then I am going to varnish it. But before that I need to color up on the sides. Yes, this is the first time when I have not done decoupage on the side of my platter. So I am using a black color paint and I'm going to just run it around my platter. So for this I'm using a flat brush, and this looks great now.
Impossible à effacer. Impossible à effacer.
So my project is done and it's time to varnish it now. Honestly, I'm going to have good 3 coats of varnish on the top of it. So this is just the first layer what I'm doing on camera. Rest will be off camera. I hope you know this process. If you don't know, then you can check my previous videos. So yes, with this our tutorial is done. Do not forget to subscribe to our channel and do let me know in the comment section what else you want us to come up with. And thank you so much for taking out time and dropping in. Take care. Bye-bye.
Le bonheur est passé à 2 doigts de nos lèvres, 2 doigts si fins que j'ai presque pu le goûter. Le bonheur à sculpter de son ciseau d'orfèvre, des souvenirs impossibles à effacer. Le bonheur est passé